1, 2, 3, 4. I go to work, baby, I go to work. I go to work, honey, I go to work. I go to work, sugar, I go to work. I go to work, baby, I go to work, yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of What Makes This Song Interesting. This is my short video series based on Rick Beato's What Makes This Song Great. And they're my songs, so we say interesting, because it would be weird if I called them great. So, I go to work. This is going to be a fun video, because this is one of my least popular songs, which in turn makes it one of my favorite songs in a weird, twisted way. Because in this specific song, I made a lot of mistakes, and I thought it would be fun to cover a song where I failed completely, but for some reason I still enjoy the song, and I feel like it has a practical use in the world out there. And I gotta believe, out there on the internet somewhere, there's a 22-year-old hustling male entrepreneur clutching to this song, I Go to Work by Kev Rowe, as his motto theme song for getting up in the morning and going up and going to work. Because that's how things get done in this world, by working. And maybe one of the reasons why this is not a popular song. Actually, I was at a show at somewhere, and I was telling someone about the song, and I was asking them, why don't more people like this song? And they were like, well, nobody does like to work. I mean, it's a song about work. I was like, you know what, you're right. Duh. So, let's get into what makes this song interesting. Also, the song is on Spotify if you want to check it out. Just go into Spotify and search Kev Rowe, I Go to Work. The first thing that makes this song interesting is it's too real. In many of my other videos and on many of my other songs, like Where the Wild Things Grow, Burn Away, Beautiful to Me, even Influencer in a way, I really believe, and I've studied this for years, is that the best songs have both, they have two things, reality and fantasy. Because if something's too romantic, it becomes unbelievable and it doesn't connect with an audience. If something is too real, like in the case of I Go to Work, it turns people off because there's no poetry to it. And there's no escalation of the human spirit over our conditional world of physical reality. There has to be a dreamer in there somewhere. Now, are there genres in which reality is more so? Yeah, probably rap music, punk, some political folk music, topical based things. But even still, there has to be some element of romance, something that relieves the listener of their common worries and daily practices like work. So to write a song directly about work was a little too on the nose, I think, for most people. I do like in the lyrics of the song how when we get into the first verse here, let's see if I can do it. Where do you go? What do you do? Where are you now? Who's there with you? Why all these questions? What's up with you? I go to work, baby, that's what I do, yeah. I go to work, baby, I go to work. I go to work, honey, I go to work, yeah. See, I love playing the song. I'm sorry. I think it's a cool song. It's catchy. In the lyrics, it's very conversational. It's between two people, so it's a conversation. Where do you go? What do you do? Where are you now? Who's there with you? That's person one. Then the second half of the first verse is more a response to that. Why all these questions? What's up with you? I go to work, baby. That's what I do. So I was actually proud of these lyrics. I thought it was a unique concept in a conversation within a song. Now, I'm not sure if people actually get that. I think they do, but I'm not sure it impresses anyone. So don't be alarmed if your songs don't impress people. You're going to try things and fail, and this was one of those failures. You never know. There could be a renaissance in I Go to Work. But yeah, so reason number one that it was interesting, it was too real. Reason number two for what makes this song interesting, I Go to Work, I believe, is the chord groove. Now, to me, this is kind of unique. Shoot, I lost my pick. Rest of the video, no pick. This little chord progression I thought was kind of cool. Now that type of chord progression is kind of dancey. It reminds me of jam band music. And actually, there are people who love this song. The Spotify editors put this on the editorial playlist Modern Jam Band, which was a major breakthrough for me. So when this song first came out 2 years ago, it was being played next to all these amazing jam bands who I love. String Cheese Incident, Fish, Widespread Panic. I think Warren Haynes was on there at the time. Tedeschi Trucks Band, Mo, Leftover Salmon, all these great jam bands. This song is still on that editorial playlist. So if you want to hear it in context with those bands, go check out Modern Jam Band. So the song has had some success. I don't mean to be too harsh on it. I think it's my most diehard acoustic fans which don't find it that friendly. Back to the chord progression. It is a kind of dancey, moving chord progression and is not your typical acoustic, calming, folk guy, finger-picked, open string, meditative chord progression. It's much more about dancing and groove. And I just thought that it was really interesting. Thus why we're making this video. And the way that the vocal melody goes on top of that chord progression, I just thought was really fascinating. And most importantly, hold on a second. Most importantly, unique. I thought it was a unique seed, which brings us to reason number three for why I believe I Go to Work is interesting, is its versatility. When you have a unique idea, something that you feel like you've never really heard it before, many times versatile songs can be played in a multitude of arrangements, production styles, and genres. So the version that's on Modern Jam Band on Spotify right now is my band version. It's me playing electric guitar with drums, bass, organ, keyboards, a full-on jam band sound. And it sounds like jam band music. But it was written on the acoustic guitar just like that, just like I'm playing it for you now. In fact, it was originally written in the key of A, so like this. I go to work, baby, I go to work. I go to work, honey, I go to work. It was originally written in that key of A, but then when I brought it to the band, I moved it up to the key of C so that my vocal could cut through the mix. I go to work, baby, I go to work. Little trick there for you guys who are going from acoustic to band. Many times you have to bring up the vocal in the key register just to get on top of the band and be heard. But yeah, I do have plans on re-recording this someday as a solo acoustic song just like it was written. So down here in A. I go to work, baby, I go to work. And you could argue that that lower key is more intimate and more personal, and maybe that version will resonate with my acoustic fans even more. So yeah, I recorded this with a full band sound, and I don't regret it because I love fun music too, and my roots are in the jam band scene, and I'm originally an electric guitar player. Here I'm playing a Gibson 1950s model J45, but my main electric guitar is a 1959 Gibson Les Paul Special, which I've been playing since I was 16 years old. So I'm a Gibson guy all the way, but I like both acoustic and electric. And if I had to choose one, I don't know if I could do it. That'd be very difficult. Probably electric guitar, but I love the acoustic too. Luckily, I don't have to make that decision. So let's recap. The 3 reasons for why I believe I Go to Work is unique and interesting are very real lyrics. Some would say too real. So I took a chance on these lyrics. Number 2, the cool chord groove, the progression. I don't think I've ever heard that before. And reason number 3 is its versatility. It can be played with a band or on acoustic guitar, and in different keys, so A or C, and still kind of work. It goes to work. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. There are lots more videos on what makes my songs interesting on YouTube and on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're, but if you really want to find them all, go to YouTube. If you're here on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye.